got here. San Diego scored 65 points against GK. Then they beat Ray City by a 2-1 margin, 240 to 120 on Saturday morning. Denver did 288 versus Disorder and had 115 versus GK. They scored 403 points in 2 games this weekend so far. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, not too shabby. Definitely a high-powered offense that the ground control brings in here to iHod.
Who's on that collective jam line?
Yeah. That is going to be, looks like Sweet Feet starting off for ground control.
Correct.
Can't quite see.
That Aftershock skater.
Looks like that's Dr. B starting for San Diego.
We'll know in about a second and a half. And you are right. Both jammers up on their toe stops trying to get through that pack. Scrum start. Big hit to Mr. B to the inside. Fortune to recycle. Sweet Feet tries to go to the outside, but Slick Shoes is there to deny. Sweet Feet recycles to the collective jam line and goes around the outside.
Yeah, he lost the star on his way through the pack. Quickly realized it.
There must have been some armor on that helmet.
Yeah, so he can't be lead, but he can still score points on this pass.
Absolutely. So we might go a whole 2 minutes. We'll see what this Denver defense has in store for us. That is Stelly, Plummer, and Cotton. With Linzo as a bridge. Our first penalty of the game goes to the Aftershocks.
Whew, finally, after a whole lot of work, Sweet Feet gets through, picks up for the first 4 points of the game. Denver still locking up Dr. B, psyching them all the way back to the back of the pack.
Sweet Pea with 8 in the pocket, looking to get a little bit more. St. Augustine stands in the 187 Killer Pads penalty box and is 10 seconds again from joining the fray.
Yep. So a star pass to Waterboy. So this will be a full 2-minute jam. And that jam comes to its natural conclusion. Let's see. Looks like San Diego managed to put 1 on the board there, but 2 more on that last pass for Sweet Feet.
10-point jam. Still got a ton of time left in this first half.
We're almost done, Johnny. Almost done.
Just like a half and some change.
Mr. Testosterone out there now for Denver, going up against Culture Shock for the Aftershocks. So again, Denver out first, but not able to secure lead.
Mr. Testosterone turns around and plays some defense. Exactly what they needed to do to let the pack catch up.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to force the call off by Culture Shock. I think Smash is headed to the box. He's going to take a seat there with Lambo. So now a 4-on-2 pack advantage for Denver to start this jam, and it's Optimus Grime out against CBD Hits. If you're just joining us, Denver in white, Aftershocks in red.
Still early in the first half. Optimus Grime grabs lead jammer status coming across turn 1.5. Meanwhile, CBD Hits swallowed up by that Denver ground control defense in the back of the hat. Led by Cotton and Dominic Linzo. Forearm call on Thighard. Thighard going to the 187 Killer Pads penalty box. Optimus Grime with 4 in the pocket, looking to get some more.
Let's see. Another 4 points there for Grime and the Denver ground control.
Waterboy, Lambo, and Smash for that Aftershocks defense. Lambo, of course, wanted to say hi to Murda and say good luck at regionals coming up here in Arizona. Optimus Grime to the inside. Cuts through the pack and decides that's enough and calls it. 16 points on that jam for Optimus Grime. And all of Scotland cheers. We got any love in the chat?
Just some chatter, just some general chatter. Talking about the high level of play here this weekend.
Absolutely. Some of the best in the MRDA. Shout out to the MRDA board for
got Mamba out
all
there.
They do.
Mamba out there for Denver. Grandmaster Smash out there for Aftershocks.
Mamba with points in pocket. Smash still trying to get through that stingy wall up at the front. Smash and Big Sexy. Mamba grabbing 4 more. Time to make the donuts.
Yes, yes it is. Mamba with another 4 points. 16 so far this jam.
Smash now clear on the initial.
So it looks like, I believe it was 3 more there on that last pass. So a 19-point jam for Mamba and the ground control.
Denver really cleaning up their penalty game since last night.
Sparrow on the jammer line now for Denver, going up against, looks like that's Dr. B again.
It is. You can tell how low. And those fabulous Anik boots. Scrum start. Not even to the 888 pivot line yet.
Denver down 1 blocker right now as Big Sexy sits in the...
Linzo called for a direction.
So now
2
down 2
Denver blockers in the 187
Killer
penalty
Pads
box.
penalty box.
That was stereo announcing.
Yes. Dolby surround. But now we've got a track cut on Dr. B, so it's going to be a power start here for the ground control.
I guess I'll shut up about the lack of penalties.
You just had to jinx it. The old announcer curse.
Manifesting stuff right out of my head. Have you noticed how many puck hits are in the ceiling? Sweet beat the jammer record for the Denver ground control. So here in Brother Perry Turnbull's auditorium.
Yeah.
You know that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. I haven't met him yet.
Yeah, AAA pivot line was lined up there as the jam begins.
Aftershocks with a tripod up front. Slick shoes, thigh hard, and a player to be named later. That's Lambo. Sweet Feet does get through, though. Grabs lead jammer status.
Not many people know this, but Lambo yesterday was giving tours of the facilities. He had the headset and the little hip speaker and everything, and was walking his teammates around, showing them the sights here at Midwest Sports Hockey. No stranger to this venue. He's been here several times.
I got to say, I have enjoyed my time in this venue. Thanks to all the people that keep this venue open so we can play roller derby in it.
Yeah, the manager here, a former gatekeeper.
A lot of gatekeepers doing stuff in this town. I'd like to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Including after-party places.
Yeah.
Where is that after-party tonight?
And we have a timeout, which, of course, is a Toy Division timeout. Toy Division being owned and operated by Otter Nonsense of the gatekeepers. So
after party tonight is?
Well, it's not owned and operated by a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
But it is Bar PM, which is our home away from home, as it's only a few blocks from our practice space. That's down on 7109 South Broadway. That'll be taking place pretty much immediately following the last game here. You can head on down there, and there'll be food will be ready at 5 p.m., karaoke starting at 6, and then a dance party at 9. And be sure to grab a wristband because there will be drink discounts if you have a wristband.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, an oldie, Marty Robbins, El Paso.
I can dig that.
Yeah, old school.
That's where I fell in love with them.
That's right.
I usually like Green Day Basket Case. That's always
good.
Gets people going.
Yeah, that's a good one for the crowd, yeah. I play to my strengths. I try to pick songs I can actually sing.
Back to the action on the track. We got Culture Shock. We're in the Star for San Diego. Mr. Testosterone, Jammer Rickard for the Denver Ground Control.
Mr. Testosterone's going to be your lead jammer, Denver Ground Control.
Slick Shoes with a jammer takeout and a recycle. Creepy Taco and Thigh Hard back there for the Aftershocks. San Augustine doing some things out there for that team from California. Mr. T grabs that big box of Krispy Kremes.
Yeah.
Looking to get some more.
So a lot
relatively
of
untouched.
Yeah. A lot of activity right now in the 187 Killer Bads penalty box. Going to be some more activity as I hear more penalties being assessed and see skaters heading to the box. Meanwhile, Testosterone now with 20 points so far this jam.
I'd like to point out that 187 Killer Pads got a great deal on that penalty box this weekend.
Yeah, 187 came out like a bandit, and so did Toy Division, because
Absolutely.
I don't think there's been a single game where they didn't use every timeout.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't take those timeouts with you to the next game, so you might as well use
Southwest will not let you check.
No, you can't. No, you can't carry them on either. They don't fit in this bin.
No. I do want to give a shout-out to our Gatekeeper stream team, keeping it out there free for the masses. Thank you so much for tuning in. Call your friends. Watch this last half. You'll be glad you did. Ooh, Optimus Grime called for a track cut. That's going to leave Waterboy out there in a power jam situation for the Aftershocks. Exactly what they needed to do to go chipping away at that Denver Ground Control lead.
Yeah, talking about the Gatekeeper stream team, these games will all eventually be online on our YouTube channel. So keep an eye on that. we'll be posting links to those on our socials once those go up.
What a pleasure they've been to work with all weekend as well.
I have the luxury of working with them all the time. It spoils me.
I imagine so. I hear a whole bunch of whistles over there.
So it looks like some penalties being assessed at the end of that jam. We'll see who reports to the penalty box. Looks like Smash is going to report to the box. So each team will be down one blocker to begin this jam. CBD hits out there for the San Diego. Denver putting out Mamba. Little extra room for these two jammers to work with the blockers in the box.
Slick Shoes with a jammer takeout. Mamba recycles and then pushes Slick Shoes out of the way. CBD hits on the back wheels. It's a jammer race back to the pack.
Yeah, it is, and these two guys are fast.
Both skaters coming from speed stuff.
Yeah. So no points for San Diego. Let's see. 1 point.
One. You get one, and you get one. Still 15 and a half minutes left to go in this first half.
Sparrow out there on the Collectivum Sports jammer line for Denver. Dr. B out there for San Diego. Oh, Sparrow finds a big opening on the inside. Takes full advantage.
Sparrow finally gets through Quiet Riot and gets out on the initial. Quiet Riot called for a penalty onto the 187 penalty box. Taking a break from that awesome defense. Happy day after Quiet.
So starting this jam, it'll be a 4-on-2 pack advantage in favor of Denver. Two Aftershocks blockers sitting in the penalty box. Sweet Feet out there jamming for Denver.
Sweet Feet trying to get a little momentum,
Yeah.
almost went over the line. But Sweet Feet doing Sweet Feet things, grabs lead jammer status.
Culture Shock wanted to get a run and go at that start.
Sweet Feet grabs 4 points untouched. Goes off stylish back to the bench. Did you see those kicks he was wearing earlier? Ah. A little bit jelly, a little bit jelly. Sneaker game's on point.
90-12 your score right now. Denver over San Diego. 13:36 to go here in the first half of the final game of iHod 2024. It's going to be Mr. Testosterone out there for Denver. CBD hits for San Diego.
Mr. Testosterone around the outside, grabbing lead jammer status. CB hit, still swallowed up. Big 6A Thrasher, Big O. And Schneider playing defense for the ground control. Oh, Thrasher and Big Sexy. I would not want to skate through that tripod.
I'll tell you what, Quiet Riot getting a good lick on Testosterone, but it just wasn't enough.
I think it was momentum that kept it going. Damn them laws of gravity. Mr. Testosterone with 16 points in the pocket.
Mr. Testosterone so far with some big. Oh, and now Testosterone's going to take a seat in the penalty box.
This is going to go another 45 seconds.
Yeah, back block the call as he takes a seat in the 187 Killer Pads penalty box. So CBD hits now, looking to chip away at a sizable lead here early.
Denver with a whole bucket of points with 6 left over. Mr. T standing in that 187 Killer Pads penalty box.
A lot of size on that Denver squad. Able to cover a lot of track, too. So that jam comes to its natural conclusion. Power jam over. 3 points total. 3 points on that pass. 7 points total for San Diego. 20 updated for the ground control.
I want to talk about how the 187 Killer Pads penalty box is empty right now, but I don't think I'll say that. Oops.
Too late. Optimus Grime out there for the ground control.
Grandmaster Smash winning the star for San Diego.
Yep.
Optimus Grime pushing, looking for some help, taking shirt whip from Cotton, but it's to the outside. We're going to get a recycle. Die Hard and Mr. B. Optimus Grime goes through on the inside, though, and does make it through. Grabbing lead jammer status. Yes. I was waiting for the L thing, you know. Grandmaster Smash still trying to get through the pack on the initial. Mr. V, Lambo, and Thahard really holding Optimus Grime at the moment. Optimus Grime doing some spins, trying to get through, pushing. Die Hard with the derby kiss to the outside. He's going to have to recycle all the way to the Collective Sports jammer line.
Yeah, nice play by Stark there, giving that extra push to shove his blocker into Grime and force him out, and then immediately drop back.
Smash does clear on the initial. And it's going to take 2 points there at the waning moments of the jam.
That was a really long jam for only 6 points.
Yes, it was. Oh, man, it's a defensive clinic out there.
Oh, yeah.
Thrasher told me to tell her dad happy day after 2.
Nice. So we got another Toy Division timeout. Like to thank them for sponsoring this weekend's festivities.
Absolutely. Toy Division, an inclusive store and community for anyone who loves toys, video games, collectibles, and everything in between. You can catch them at the Bevo Pride Show on the 15th.
Oh, we got the boot cam. Boot cam. Who are we going to get? Oh, there's some boots. Boot cam brought to you by Quentin Tarantino.
And the GK Stream Team. Mamba wearing the star for Denver Ground Control, Mr. B. Jammer record for the Aftershocks. Mr. B up on those toe stops, gets through. Meanwhile, Mamba on the inside is clear on the initial. Mr. B enters the pack. Spins around the inside, takes his derby kiss. Decides that's enough and calls it off. Not before picking up the full 4, though. They got a quarter of a bucket.
Hey, Derby enthusiasts, whether you're gearing up for your next game or just starting your roller derby journey, we've got Turn Left Skate Pro's got you covered. At Turn Left Skate Pro, they offer a wide array of skates, gears, and accessories to keep you rolling in style and safety. That is the Turn Left Skate Pro Hustle City.
They got some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sparrow, the jammer record for Denver Ground Control, going up against Culture Shock. Culture Shock going up against that tripod of Smash, Thrasher, and Schneider. Thrasher on the long recycle. Sparrow tried to go to the inside, but iHod was there to deny. San Augustine teaming up with Just Dave. On that defense where the Aftershocks allowing Culture Shock to get out. Culture Shock coming up on a scoring pass. Smacky with that hit to the outside. But Culture Shock gets back up and gets through. 4 more points. That's an 8-point jam for the Aftershocks.
Yep. I believe Stark picked up a second penalty on their way to the penalty box, so he'll sit for a full minute. Next up on the Collectivum Sports Jammer line, it's going to be Sweet Feet for Denver, CBD Hits for San Diego on the 888, initially lined up on the 888 pivot line. The pack is now rolled back, and Sweet Feet quickly establishes lead jammer for Denver.
Sweet Feet with the fast feet. CBD Hits pushing on that Denver defense. Plummer, Cotton, and Stelly.
For those of you watching at home, no, we did not hit pause. They are just at a standstill.
Oh, good hit from Plummer to CBD Hits. CBD Hits forcing a recycle all the way to the 888 pivot line. Cotton's being called for a penalty. Four 3 pack advantage now for the Aftershocks. What's going on over there?
Just some game chatter. So Sweet Feet picks up another 4 points.
Sweet Feet looking back.
So power jam situation here as CBD Hit sits in the penalty box.
Sweet Feet said, watch this, coach. I'll get 2 more. And got 3. 11 points on that jam. 4:42 left to go in this first frame.
So we have another timeout, a Toy Division timeout.
Toy Division timeout. Brought to you by our good friends from Roller Derby Level Up. Hit your next level in roller derby with personalized training, off skates, on skates, and video review. Roller Derby Level Up has your training covered. For more information, go to rollerderbylevelup.ca. Is that what you wanted? Cool.
Don't forget, we still have a little bit of time left for you to go get yourself some arch rival gear over in the corner of turn 3. Go get some awesome merch, shirts, shot glasses, stickers, pins. You name it, chances are they've got it. And who doesn't want it? So go on over there and get you some gear. Time is ticking away on those opportunities. Also, the Gatekeepers booth. Get your official iHod merch. The shirt is dope, by the way.
They haven't sold out yet?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I might have to go over there and get one. This official review brought to you by our good friends over at Urban Apothecary. Skater made, trusted by athletes, physical therapists, and wellness centers. Crybaby Wellness is now Urban Apothecary. Try their best-selling gummies for deep relaxation and improved sleep, or the 4XL Pain Relief Topicals to reduce inflammation and pain and keep you on the track. Formerly Crybaby Wellness, changing their name. They are now Urban Apothecary. It's up on the link tree if you want to check out the good stuff over there. Say hi to Blue. Tell Blue Johnny Pepper said hey.
This is actually an official review.
That's why I did that commercial.
Yeah, I like that.
I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, too. OR's Urban Apothecary. Thank you, Blue.
Not seeing any changes in rosters or activities, so I'm going to assume the official review was unsuccessful.
4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this first half.
Power jam start here for Denver. Mr. Testosterone out there.
Mr. Testosterone with a spin to the infield. Tries to go to the outfield. Inside to outside, but runs into Slick Shoes. Big 60 comes along, too. Takes Slick Shoes out of the equation. Die Hard and Smash. And St. Augustine. And Mr. T gets through. But not legally with a forearm going to the 187 killer box.
If I were a betting man, every time that whistle blew, I would say it's a forearm. Because that has absolutely been the call of the weekend.
Yeah, there was some chat in the Twitch about it being the International House of Forearms. Thank you, Omi. CBD Hits taking a big hit from Smash and Thrasher to the outside.
You know who definitely would not do well at this tournament? Popeye.
Oh, yeah.
Huge forearms. He would get called every time.
Every time. I have had some good spinach while I was here.
Yeah, I'm showing my age, pulling out a Popeye reference.
I had some toasted cannelis last night that were awesome.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, my God. Reckon Bill's been feeding me well since I've been here.
He's been putting you to work, too.
Yeah, you know, cleaning a pool. I like cleaning pools. Mr. B, jammer record for the Aftershocks. Mr. T, up from the bench and into the fray. Goes low. I love it when somebody comes out of the box and grabs lead jammer status. That makes my pepper heart happy. Denver's going to lock that defense now at the back of the pack. Smash and Plumber and Linzo. Dr. B does get through on the initial, but runs into the back of Stelly. And that waterfall defense just turns around and keeps it coming.
Yep. 8 points so far for Mr. Testosterone. Looking to add more on this pass. 1:05 to go in this jam. 2:03 on the clock.
Almost a tornadic activity.
Yes.
The way that defense is playing.
Very apropos here in the Midwest.
Appaloo. Here in the Lou?
Yeah.
Mr. T calls it off from his backside. Quick shout out to arch rival Roller Derby for all your help this weekend. Good luck in Portland. I can't wait to be there to watch y'all skate. Five seconds to call on the floor. With a minute left.
Yeah, culture shock out there for San Diego. Grime for Denver. Grime going to be lead jammer.
And what could be the last jam of the half.
Looking that way. Oh, track cut. Track cut on Culture Shock. So a power jam now for Denver.
I should have asked Rec and Bill this, but I think you should feel it on your skate when it goes over that boundary.
So Grime going to go ahead and call that jam off. That'll let Mamba go with the power start here. Maybe. I think we're going to get. We'll see. I have a feeling. Maybe not. So on the Collectivum Sports Jammer line unopposed, it's Mamba. And we are not going to get another jam off as the clock runs out before the jam.
I was hoping for a bonus jam. I know you were. But
I was. You're going to have a lot of bonus derby this weekend, so.
I knew there was a 3-second difference because I was paying attention.
Yeah. Too many numbers. Too many numbers. I can't keep track of them all.
Go visit the concession stand.
That's right.
Take care of what you need to take care of at halftime. We'll be right back in about 14 minutes. Wishing you peace, love, and roller derby.
All right, everybody, about to get back in action here. Final game, day 3, iHod 2024 here between Denver Ground Control and the San Diego Aftershocks. Denver Ground Control currently with a comfortable lead, 145-29. They're going to start this jam up a jammer as the Aftershocks jammer sits in the penalty box.
It's my favorite half.
The second half?
The last one.
The last one?
The last one.
The last one, okay.
Although a little bit sad.
Yeah, it's been a fun weekend, and unfortunately all good things must come to an end. And here in about 30 minutes or so, we're going to...
Good thing I'll get to do this next weekend, too.
Yeah, we're going to turn the lights off on the building, and iHod 2024 will be in the books.
I'll be somewhere. I don't know. I'd have to check my calendar. And so it starts. Nice track awareness by Mr. Testosterone to know that star wasn't there. Those helmets look mighty shiny. I think they're brand new.
Ooh. Big pileup coming out of turn 2, and that frees the San Diego jammer. It's culture shock. So that's going to force the call off, but not before Testosterone puts 4 more on the board. Testosterone responsible for a couple of big jams in the first half. I believe he had a couple 20-point jams.
You are correct.
So it'll be Sweet Feet on the line now for Denver Ground Control against CBD Hits for the San Diego Aftershocks.
Jam number 2 underway. CBD Hits trying to go around to the inside. Sweet Feet there to deny. Goes around the outside and gets through. But with a forearm. Power jam Sweet Feet.
This weekend brought to you by the letter F.
And the number multiple.
Yeah.
Sweet Feet pushing against that hard defense. St. Augustine and try hard. They got to let go. They needed a bigger bridge.
So this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes. No lead jammer.
And with 1:10 still, Illinois is calling another forearm of slick shoes. Ella wanted me to give a shout out to Windy City and Minnesota. We give them shout outs to anybody that asks. All you got to do is talk to your favorite announcer. We'll get you out there. CBD Hits pushing on that wall right in the back. Big, sexy Thrasher. And Big O, along with Smash. Holding everybody at bay. Sweet Pea picking up 4 more. Big O's going to go to the 187 penalty box. Get froze there as the jam comes to the end, but not before Sweet Pea picks up 9 points for the Denver Ground Control. $26 and some change left in the contest. Left in the iHod 24. Sammy Dangerfield wearing the Star 40 Aftershocks. Sparrow the Jammer, a record for Denver Ground Control. Both jammers trying to push that scrum past the pivot line. Sammy goes through on the inside, grabs lead jammer status.
Evidently the crowd likes Sammy Dangerfield.
Death down under on that jammer takeout, much to the delight of Daddy Death sitting here trackside. You'll watch this game tomorrow, won't you? I know that's right. Lots of love for Death Down Under. And that awesome defense all weekend long, not just now. We're going to have some time of timeout.
We got a player down. Turns 3 and 4.
We'll talk about our good friends at Toy Division anyway. The most inclusive, best toy store in the whole wide world. That is Toy Division. Also want to talk about our good friends over at Collectible Sports, the only authorized dealer of MS Sportswear, the fastest growing brand in derby apparel. The commitment to quality and performance in sportswear offers innovative designs that keep pace with the dynamic nature of roller derby. Contact Collectible Sports today for your new team gear and experience the best in comfort and style on the track. For more information, go to the link tree /iHod. Visit all our vendors and things. All right, make some noise for Smacky. Also, a shout out to all our medical staff who's been working hard all weekend. Thank you for what you do.
Always good to see a skater that goes down, walk off into their own power.
Correct. Those pancakes are making me hungry.
I know, right? So 158-37 the score right now in favor of Denver. 25-26 to go here in the second half. The final 30 minutes of Derby. at iHod 2024.
And what an awesome experience it has been.
It has been a very good weekend, high-level derby all weekend. It's been an absolute joy to watch and be a part of.
Shout out to all the teams competing in this weekend.
Yeah, so great.
Thank y'all for coming to the Lou to play roller derby.
So it's going to be Mamba on the line for Denver. I think that's Dr. B. It is for San Diego.
Dr. B out front and lead. Mamba clear on the initial. As that pack gets sped up. Denver skates to the front to lock down that defense. Mamba gets through. Mr. B takes the derby kiss to the inside, forced to recycle.
Yeah, pretty sure Mr. B is looking to kill the penalties. 2 San Diego blockers in the penalty box.
Four points for Dr. B on that last pass. San Augustine out of the box, joins the fray. Brings the Aftershocks pack to full advantage, but 4 whistles rain down and bring that jam to a close.
So 11-8 jam there in favor of Denver. Brings the score to 169-45.
23 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the contest.
Culture Shock now on the Collectivum Sports jammer line for San Diego. Optimus Grime for Denver. The pack was lined up at the 888 pivot line, but has since inched back to the jammer line. Grime's going to be your lead jammer, Denver.
Culture Shock, where the star for the Aftershocks. Takes a hit to the outfield. Forced to recycle all the way to the AAA pivot line. Goes through on the inside, though, and finds a seam. I heard Lobach.
So Optimus Grime gets through, calls that jam off, picks up another 4, so an 8-point jam. Somebody was assessed a penalty there at the end, I thought.
I believe it was Cotton.
Lots of activity in the 187 Killer Pads penalty box. 2 Denver blockers, 1 San Diego blocker. That has kind of been the story of this weekend. That penalty box has been very, very busy.
You would think they have emotional sport kittens over there.
CBD hits out there for San Diego. Sweet feet for Denver. If you're just joining us, San Diego in red, Denver in white. CBD hits is going to be your lead jammer, San Diego Aftershocks.
Sweet feet does clear on the initial. CBD hits looking to score some points. Goes around that duo left out on the track. Sweet feet having to skate through the gauntlet of 4. CBD hits does get through. As Denver comes back to full strength. 9 points awarded to San Diego on that jam. Sweet Feet gets out with 3. 21 minutes and a half. left to go. In iHod 24.
Now we're going to have an official timeout, I think.
This official timeout's brought to you by Urban Apothecary, I know.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely. Formerly Crybaby Awareness, now Urban Apothecary. For more information, go to our link tree and get on there. Buy you some stuff. Tell Blue Johnny Pepper sent you by.
If you tell them Star Spangled Hammer sent you, you get a 0% discount.
Blue likes me. You might get a little bit. Oh.
So when we return to play here after the stoppage, it'll be Sammy Dangerfield out there for San Diego, Mr. Testosterone for Denver.
Sammy Dangerfield, a crowd favorite here.
Yeah. 2 San Diego blockers currently in the penalty box. 4-on-2 pack advantage in favor of Denver here. And Testosterone finds an inside lane is going to be your lead jammer, Denver.
Nice spin, move, and jump. Mr. Testosterone putting those 4 points in the pocket. We got a track cut on Sammy Dangerfield, making this a power jam situation for Mr. Testosterone. Oh, a double juke. You see that?
That was nice.
That was spectacular. Double juke to the inside. Put 4 more points up on the tally.
Smash headed to the penalty box. I do believe that's going to be 6 for him.
Uh-oh. 14 points on that jam for Mr. Testosterone.
Yep.
Almost filling up that second bucket.
Yeah, Waterboy sitting at 5 as well. So San Diego with a couple blockers and some penalty trouble, as it's going to be Sparrow on the line unopposed here for Denver. Sammy's still in the penalty box.
Jam number 8, a power start for Denver ground control. Sammy Dangerfield out of the 187 Killer Pads penalty box and back into the fray. Or the row, as they say across the pond.
Hey-oh!
Seeing as how Champs is going to be in Newcastle this year. Ha, ha, ha.
So 8 points so far this jam for Sparrow and the ground control.
Slick, she's grabbing number 6. It's a forearm. And a direction call at the very end of that gem.
So another penalty assessed to San Diego, and that's going to be it for Smash as he picks up his 7th at the end of that jam. So Smash's iHod comes to an end a little early.
We got an official timeout brought to you by Clarity. They'll get that paperwork squared away.
So it'll be a 4-on-2 pack advantage in favor of Denver as we get back to action here shortly. It's going to be Mamba out there jamming for Denver. Dr. B out there for San Diego.
Mamba doing double duty as entertainer as well.
Also our entertainment.
Make a big noise. It's official timeout, rolls into gameplay. Mamba around the outside, grabs lead, not lead jammer status. as Mr. V,
Woo!
Dr. V, in the pack is your lead jam. Dr. B and a power jam, but going up against that Denver wall of 4.
So Mamba not only picked up the track cut, but then also picked up a second one for not leaving the track fast enough. So a full minute opportunity here for Dr. B.
Pack at full strength for both teams. Still a power jam situation for Dr. B. Announcer curse comes into effect as Stelly goes to 187 killer pads penalty box for an infraction. Dr. B does get through. So he got through and got recycled and just now cleared on the initial. Dr. V finally picking up 4 points a minute and a half into this jam. Mamba out of the 187 penalty box joins the fray. Dr. B had enough and calls it off. 4-4 wash.
Lenzo picked up a penalty at the end of that jam, so he'll take a seat for Denver as well. So it'll be a 4-on-2 pack advantage here for San Diego as Optimus Grime takes the line for Denver. That is Culture Shock out there for San Diego.
Yeah, but he's not out there. I said, damn, not this jam. No, not this jam. Culture Shock. Pushing on Thrasher.
And now we have a jammer penalty on Optimus Grime.
Death Down Under going to the penalty box, much to the chagrin of Daddy Death.
So power jam here now for San Diego. Culture Shock, your lead jammer. Grime sits in the 187 killer pads penalty box.
Joined by Big Sexy. Four more points to San Diego.
Tell you what, there's been so many penalties this weekend that I think our penalty timing crew is going to need to go see A Prince Massage to make sure they don't have a carpal tunnel.
Yes. I wouldn't want to play him in Pac-Man right now. Optimus Grime out of the box into the fray. 50 more seconds left to go in this jam.
Now we're going to have a power jam for Denver as Culture Shock takes a seat in the penalty box. Grime goes to work. 4 points so far for San Diego, but Grime now looking to put points on the board for Denver.
Pat gets him evened up over there in turn 4. Coming across both sponsored lines, the 187 and the 888. Optimus Grime picking up 4 points on that pass. That jam's going to come to an end. Freezing Death Down Under in the box.
Now we have a timeout called by San Diego. That's a Toy Division timeout.
All Toy Division timeouts. An all-inclusive and community store for anyone who loves toys, video games, collectibles, and everything in between. That is Toy Division, proud sponsor of our timeouts.
So note to all you sponsors out there watching at home, if you want your money's worth, you either want timeouts or the penalty box.
Or you could just send me money and I'll say your name all the time.
I mean, I guess that
I
works
can't
too.
wait till the first announcer gets sponsored.
I've clearly been doing this wrong all these years.
I have been trying and trying and trying. You want to put some money in my pocket, I'll talk good about you until they tell me I can't no more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can take a chance. $1.
Man, you work cheap.
I know.
You undervalue yourself, my friend.
I was at a junior tournament a couple of weekends ago, and they were doing $1 shout-outs,
Yeah.
and I had a stack about like that. I was like, this is too much work. Sweet Pea wearing the star for Denver Ground Control. CBD hits. Jamming record for the Aftershocks in jam number 11 of the last half of the iHod 24. Sweet Pea jumps out front, grabs lead, jammer status. Meanwhile, CBD hits swallowed up by that Denver ground control defense. Last line of defense, Staley and Plummer. Big O joins. Linzo helps out. They start waterfalling. You ain't getting past that. Slick Shoes, Death Down Under. Thigh Hard and Quiet Riot out there for the Aftershocks. CBD and Sweet Pea exchanging some pleasantries after the whistles. Love to see stuff like that.
12:55 to go here in the second half. Denver ground control up 220-65. What?
Just like that, Mr. Testosterone jumps out front, grabs lead jammer status. Meanwhile, Dr. B in the back of the pack, trying to get through. Big Sexy Snyder and Thrasher and Smash. And even though they're not together, they kind of look out for each other. Reminded me of that old Can Heat song, Let's Get Together. Jam comes to an end. We got an official timeout.
Yeah, Slick Shoes a little wobbly coming off on that last jam, so one of our EMTs is going to
get him over there to the medical team, have him checked out.
Yep, EMTs are going to take a look at him, make sure he's okay.
Hopefully we can get Slick Shoes past the 11 more minutes.
So it'll be Mamba on the line next for Denver. Culture Shock for San Diego. Each team with one blocker in the penalty box.
Mamba throwing down the We Will Rock You beat before the jam starts. Uses that power and jumps up front. Thigh Hard, Death Down Under, and Quiet Riot doing an awesome defensive job for the Aftershocks.
So track cut on Mamba, so now power jam here for San Diego.
Quiet Riot celebrating that little victory out there. And just like that, Culture Shock's going to get through and get 4.
This jam will go for the full 2 minutes as Mamba was lead jammer when they were assessed that penalty.
Culture Shock gets low, but runs into the back of that Denver tripod at the front of the pack.
How low can you go?
Cotton Plumber and Smash. Oh, my.
Sweet Feet, or Mamba, tiptoeing along that inside line.
I bet you the skates glow in the dark. Denver's going to go to the back of the pack and reset on the defense. Aftershock's taking the front of the pack. Death Down Under, Quiet Riot, and St. Augustine.
So let's see here what we got. Looks like 16 for Denver, 8 for San Diego on that jam. Takes us to 244 Denver, 73 San Diego with 9:15 to go here in the second half.
I bet we're going to get an official timeout.
Official timeout. We got some
Brought
officials.
to you by Toy Division.
Yeah, we got some officials over at the Denver bench.
They'll get together.
Yep.
Montana says we're good, so I believe that we are.
All right. Now we're going to have a timeout by Denver.
And this timeout is brought to you by Toy Division.
Toy Division double dipping on this one. Getting the 2 shout-outs in rapid succession.
Want to talk about the after party?
Yeah, let's do that.
They got 9 minutes left in the game.
Yeah,
Join us at the after party.
Yeah, it's going to be at Bar PM, right just a few blocks away from our practice facility. It's 7109 South Broadway. Food will be ready at 5 p.m., karaoke starting at 6, and then a dance party at 9. And to make sure you get your wristband from a gatekeeper, there will be drink discounts if you have your wristband on. No wristband, no discount. So make sure you see a gatekeeper representative. You get you that wonderful little wristband to help save you a little dough this evening. I'm going to tell you something right now. You're going to be a little bit surprised when you go to Bar PM because it is one of the cleanest establishments I have ever been in. The work they do cleaning that place is bonkers.
Oh, yeah? I stayed in a clean place all weekend as well.
Well, yeah, but Bill's place is clean because he doesn't live there anymore. He's on the road all the time.
Yes, he is. It stays a comfortable 66 degrees in the house as well.
66, jeez. Oh.
Man, I'm so glad I brought my blanket. Crowd getting wild on the beats over there. Sparrow the Jammer record for Denver Ground Control. CBD hits. Donning that star for the San Diego Aftershocks. Sparrow is through. No pass, no penalty. Lead jam still up for grabs. Sparrow does score points, however. CBD hits going side to side, trying to get through that Denver defense. Thrasher, Big O, Big Sexy, and Snyder. CBD hits. Does grab lead jammer status. Is on a scoring pass at the moment. But that big Denver defense has other plans. Big 60's being called off for an infraction. And Big O and Snyder are going to just waterfall back to the back of the pack and recycle. All the way back to turn 2, it looks like. Thigh Hard coming through, trying to give a little help. CBD hits, goes through the seam, but gets to the outside. Recycles and gets through on the outside. No pack call. They had to get through.
The chat has been asking for it, and what the chat wants, the chat gets. Star pass to Thrasher. So Thrasher is now jamming for Denver.
Thrasher got a little honor this week. You want to talk about that? USAR's Player of the Year.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Thrasher.
Nice.
Much to the delight of Mama Thrasher and Daddy Thrasher, who had a birthday yesterday. Happy day after, Daddy Thrasher. Oh, I got you. They needed extra time on the food. Meanwhile, Optimus Grind wearing the star for Denver ground control. CBD hits in the 187 penalty box, but standing with less than 10 seconds left to go. Optimus Grime eyeing that pack. Denver coming in to help out. Grime does going to be able to get through. Denver locks down that defense at the back. CBD hits trying to go through. Nothing there but a wall of white. Optimus Grime with a spin move to the inside. Is going to cut the track and go to the 187 penalty box. This jam's going to go for another minute. CBD hits in a power jam situation for the Aftershocks.
Power jam here for San Diego. CBD hits, trying to put some much-needed points on the board. Power jam has come to an end as Grime slices his way through the pack and picks up 4 points. Just seconds to go here in this jam.
Nice control there by CBD hits to not go down. Taking that hit from Grimes.
So it looks like 15 points. Yep, 15 points total for Denver on that jam. 0 for San Diego. Just a point of correction. I have been informed that the food at Bar PM will be ready at 6 p.m. Also of note, it is free.
Absolutely. Free food?
Yes, the food is
Free
free.
food. You got to wait another hour, but it's free.
Yeah, I should have led with that.
Well, that gives you time to go to your hotel and take a shower.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't come to the after party like, you know.
I mean, you know what? You come to the after party how you want to come to the after party.
Yes, you do that.
Who are we to tell you what to do?
I, for one.
So testosterone out there jamming for Denver ground control. Dr. B for San Diego, 3:33 to go. So a track cut the call on testosterone.
Mr. T wanted no pass, no penalty, but.
Yeah. Testosterone did not agree with that call.
There is a dot left. They can use it up if they want to after the jam. With 3:12 left to go in the game. Dr. B tries to hop the apex, but Big Sexy was there and thwarted that landing. Mr. Testosterone out of the box and back into the row. That's going to bring out 4 whistles.
3 out of 4 whistles agree? Is that one of those?
Absolutely.
Like you hear in the commercials? So we have an official timeout.
It's going to roll in a team timeout. Told ya. Timeout by Toy Division.
Yes, that's right. San Diego Aftershocks with the timeout call.
You got 3 of them. You might as well use them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gives us time to talk about our good friends over at 187 Killer Pads. Often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best. 187 Killer Pads, worn by the most pros in the world. If you skate, you know why. Industrial strength materials, unmatched ergonomic design, unparalleled excellence. 187 Killer Pads.
Make sure to check out A Prince Massage and Wellness. Book now with A Prince Massage, offering massage sessions and walk-up services, including 15 and 30-minute massage sessions, leg compression, cold heat therapy, hydration, and wellness products. If you're local, make sure to check them out. They do amazing work.
Absolutely.
I'm not only their announcer, I'm also a customer. So
I remember that commercial. I'm also a client.
That's right. So now I think we do have an official review.
This official review is brought to you by Urban Apothecary and our good friends over there. What'd you think about that orange lifesaver?
That's pretty good.
Want
not
another?
Gonna lie. Not right now, but after the game.
Oh,
I'll
come
definitely
on.
use
You
it.
got to stay hydrated in your
talk.
mouth.
Wait, how is a lifesaver going to keep me hydrated?
It gets water in your mouth that goes down your throat. It keeps you hydrated.
But that's the same water
And
you've
I
already
can
got
talk
in
with
your
one
body.
in my mouth. I don't know. Maybe I'm special.
I don't think that's sciences. I don't think that works. I don't think
There's some water in my mouth going down my throat right now. I'm hydrated.
Science not your strong suit, I take it.
Yes.
Sweet feet out there for Denver. San Diego's got Culture Shock. Four-on-3 pack advantage in favor of San Diego right now as that big sexy sits in the penalty box.
Sweet Pea takes a step to the inside and then recycles. Sweet Feet grabbing lead jammer status 30 seconds into the jam. Coming around on a scoring pass. Running into that wall of red, looking for Plummer to give some help. Plummer does, and Sweet Feet gets through for another 4. Stelly and Big Sexy clearing the way again. Right through the middle of the pack as Sweet Feet drops another 4 up on the board. 8 total, looking to get a little more. Sweet Pea gets told to call it. And does.
It's like Culture Shock picked up a penalty at the end of that jam.
Before they could even re-enter.
Yeah. So it'll be a power start here for Mamba. And now we've got an official review by San Diego. 41 seconds left in day 3 of iHod 2024. It has been a fantastic weekend. Shout out to everyone involved in coordinating this wonderful event. All the teams have been fantastic to work with. A big shout out to the teams in attendance. The volunteers, everyone who has made this event possible, all of our sponsors. These events, there's so many moving parts. And,
Thank you.
And there's way too many people to thank, but we're going to do our best to thank them all.
Yes, that's why we say thank you all.
Yes, that's a blanket. Thank y'all.
Y'all.
We are in the Midwest, so y'all is appropriate.
No, thank you, Wolverine. And you, Queen. And you, Matt.
It's almost time for us to give that Midwest
all
goodbye.
my queens. All my queens at the table.
We'll be, in about 44 seconds, we'll be slapping our thighs and going, well, it's time to go.
Everybody make sure you tell Quiet Riot happy day after.
Happy belated birthday.
Well, if you didn't tell her yesterday, but I
Yeah,
did,
yeah.
like several times.
Happy Day After has such an ominous, like,
I
connotation.
love saying
though.
that. If,
Like,
if
that
you're
could
if you're my friend on Facebook, the
could
day
be-
after your birthday, you get a day after
That
thing.
could just be like really oddly construed, in my opinion. Like,
I want you to have all 3 days.
like, are you threatening me? Like, I don't like. I'm not sure where you're going with this.
I just want you to have a happy day.
Happy Day After what exactly? Like,
But if it's your birthday, you know. I wish you a happy birthday eve. I wish you a happy birthday, and then I wish you a happy day after. It's 3 days of celebration
but then
of you.
The problem is, then you've used all 3 of your wishes.
Only if your first wish is unlimited wishes.
Yeah, but you can't do that. There's rules against that.
Mamba out front and lead in this jam number 18, which might be the last jam of iHod 24.
I think there's a good chance this is going to be the last jam. It would take some very strange things to happen for there to be an additional jam.
I want to thank everybody out on the Twitch chat. Love
Yes.
you all.
Thank you to everyone who's watched this weekend. You guys have been great to interact with.
All my friends in Maine, all my friends in Mexico, all my friends in Indianapolis,
All my friends in low places.
in all the places.
So Culture Shock back in play, completes the initial pass. Mamba looking to put more points on the board.
It's going to go till Mamba says so. Mamba says, I want to skate for the next 48 seconds.
Period clock has expired. 52 left on the jam clock.
Thrasher with her own jammer takeout.
Thrasher
It might have
wants,
been a speed thing.
Thrasher just wants to hit somebody.
Thrasher just loves playing that defense. Of course, all my friends in Texas.
So that is going to be the final whistle. The unofficial score right now, 287 to 88. I think that is going to hold.
Well, thank you for letting me be on your crew. I had a blast.
It has been my pleasure, Johnny Pepper. It has been fantastic to work with you. Hopefully we'll do this again sometime.
Absolutely. We'll see you out on the road. Wishing you peace, love, and roller derby.
Yep, we're going to do some MVPs here in just a moment. And that is now official score. Denver Ground Control 287, Aftershocks 88. For Johnny Pepper, this is Star Spangled Hammer signing off. iHod 2024 has now concluded. Everybody in attendance, this isn't just necessarily for volunteers, but if you'd like to help us out here, we got to tear this place down. So if you want to start pulling up tape here after these two teams do their laps, that would be greatly appreciated. Any help you can do to help out as we tear this place down after this event. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And we look forward to seeing you right back here next year at iHod 2025. All right, we got some MVP hardware to hand out here. For Denver ground control, our blocker MVP is going to be Lenzo. And our jammer MVP is going to be Sweet Feet. So Lenzo and Sweet Feet, if we can get you over here. And then for the San Diego Aftershocks, our MVP blocker is going to be Death Down Under. And our jammer MVP is going to be CBD Hits. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is now officially going to do it for International House of Derby 2024. Thank you all for coming. Be safe. Safe travels. Moose, I have a quick call. Moose, please come to the officials station, to the officials table. Moose, please make your way to the officials table. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Hey, folks.
Be safe.
Did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We've got you.
Just wish you knew.